Hi friends, it's Jazz and welcome back to Life by Jazz TV. Today I'm excited because I'm doing my very first facts video, and this one is actually a back to school edition. So I'm going to be sharing here where I came from, the different schools I went to, and basically how I got to where I am today. I personally am a lifelong learner, so I love sharing. Even though I'm not in school right now, I think that there's so much to share about where we came from and where we're going right now and what we're learning. So this is also a tag video, so I'd love it if you guys out there shared a little bit about where you came from and your thoughts and memories about school and how you got to where you are today. So I'm tagging a couple of my friends here. And I hope that you guys make these videos because I would really love to hear your answers. So let's get started. So my full name is actually Jasmine May Severo Graza. May is actually my mom's first name and Severo is her maiden name. And then Graza is my dad's last name. In Filipino culture, a lot of times they just put the mom's maiden name in there. It's pretty standard. For high school, I went to El Dorado High, which is in Orange County, and then I went on to Cal State University Fullerton, which is actually literally just up the street from where I grew up, so it was really convenient because I could just walk to school. For the most part, I went to public school. Vans all the way. I mean, I still like both, but in high school, I definitely wore Vans. I really wish I could say hip hop, but when I was in high school, I just loved emo and hardcore. Well, it was so close, I didn't have to have a dorm, so I just commuted, but I also did do study abroad later on in college, and I didn't have a dorm room there, I had an apartment. I was definitely a hacker. I was constantly trying to figure out the most efficient ways to get good grades, and I was studying. One memory I have is when I was in grade school, I didn't have glue for a project at home, and so my mom gave me sticky rice to glue my paper together. When I brought it to school, my teacher was so confused. Like, why would I use rice to stick two papers together instead of glue? But that is actually a really fond memory of mine. I didn't realize that was actually a Filipino thing until I met some friends later on in life, and they were like, oh yeah, my mom did that too. I definitely worked while I was in college. I'm really grateful because my parents did help me pay for books, and then the last couple of semesters I definitely had to work hard. I was a waitress. When I was in 6th grade, my mom never showed me how to shave my legs, so I had really hairy legs when I was in 6th grade, and I was definitely teased about that. And how did I deal with it? Well, I just figured out how to shave my legs on my own. I came to school the next day with bloody shins. I put band-aids on it, but it was like the hugest gash on my leg from shaving. So that's how I dealt with that. I really wish that I was into specifically salsa and bachata, because high school dances would have been so much more sexy. Not that they needed to be, but I love bachata music and salsa music, and it's just such a beautiful and fun way to dance, and I always thought it'd be cool if I was in high school, you know, to show off that skill. My favorite class in high school was definitely photography. I actually took it with my brother, and so we were competing the whole time, and it was a crazy class. Our teacher was awesome. I remember at one point we pierced someone's nose in class because we just had that time. I most definitely attended high school dances. Every single dance I really enjoyed, and I actually planned some of them when I was in high school because I was on ASB. When I was in high school, I was writing on the newspaper, and I was having so much fun writing and interviewing people that I pretty much knew when I was a junior in high school that I wanted to study communications. In college, my favorite class was definitely history. My best friends in high school were Luke Hannah, who is actually one of my only childhood friends today. So hey Luke Hannah! And then also my cousin Cassandra. And what we used to do in high school, I really don't remember. I didn't do much traveling when I was in high school, but I definitely dreamt about it a lot, and I was so excited. All I wanted to do was travel and see the world. My college experience was very nerdy. I spent a lot of time in the library. All I really cared about was getting good grades. After college, my whole mind shift on that changed. The most important thing I think I learned in school was structure and the value of structure. I do go with the flow, but having, you know, like a beginning of school and an end of school and a syllabus really helps the learning process and how people learn. I'd say the most important things that I didn't learn in school was really how to make money, how to keep money, how to save money, basically how money works in the real world. Yes, I do have student loans. Luckily, it's not a huge amount, but I do still have student loans. One thing that I'm most proud of, the decision that I made in school, was to study abroad. I didn't have money to study abroad. I actually raised all the money to study abroad because I really wanted to do it, and it was the best decision that I made in school. I learned so much, and it really opened my eyes to the whole world. I studied in Prague, which is in the Czech Republic in Eastern Europe, and it also reignited and helped me discover my love for history, which I actually also added that major on at the end of my college experience. I worked at a lot of places. I worked at a skate shop, and then I worked as a waitress at an Italian restaurant. I love Marie TV. Check it out, Google it. I'm on it every Tuesday. Marie TV rules. I went to Del Taco a lot. After school or after church, we'd walk on over to Del Taco and just get a bunch of tacos. It was the cheapest thing, and we didn't really have money. So I did a PR internship at a mall. I also worked at the OC Register, which is a newspaper, and that was a paid internship, so that was awesome. I wish someone had told me, baby girl, it is not a race. The truth is, like, it's not a race. We all have limited time on this earth, but it's so important to just like really be present now and to do what you can now. It's not a race, and you will get there when you get there. I've actually worked in social media pretty much my whole career. I'd say what really led me to being, working in social media is my love for content creation. I started off working at a newspaper, and then I got into photography and video from there because everything was moving digitally. I remember 8 years ago, I was like knocking on doors asking if they'd pay me to run their social media pages. And then I got a job at an agency and then a brand, and now I'm at another brand, Beachbody. It's not about how far you go in school, but it's about who you want to become. Do you want to be a person who makes integral decisions? Do you want to be someone who has the patience to learn? If you have these character traits and you build your character, you can really become anything and learn anything because you know who you are and you are being true to yourself. So my last question is for you guys. I really want to know, what is it that you guys want to set out to accomplish or learn this school year? Whether you're in school or not, this is really the perfect time to reflect and start a course online, or maybe start a fitness class, or maybe start meal prepping. Use this time, this back to school energy, and having these different time frames of back to school or ending school, and run with it. So please let me know here in the comments. I'd love to know, and I'll let you guys know too in the comments what I want to personally set out to achieve this school year. Before you peace out, remember to head on over to my blog, lifebyjazz.com, and enter your email because I'm sending out some really exciting updates very soon, and I can't wait to see you next week. I'm going to be sharing more about my personal meditation practice. I think it is a perfect back to school hack, productivity hack, and I'm stoked about that. So see you next week, and in the meantime, sending you blessings, ashe energy, and good vibes.